Breaking news. I can't wait to tell you about this. Right now, this is happening. We can see that the United States has cut tariffs on Chinese goods from 145% to 30% for the next 90 days. And of course, it's reciprocal, and China lowers tariffs from 125 to 10% for the next 90 days. Okay, this is big news. Now this is the beginning of the negotiation. Okay, they started negotiating this tariff deal. It can take months, it can take years, but at least they gave this announcement to kind of help people have a time frame of what to be expected. So for me, I need to understand what to expect for the 90 days as a trader. Welcome back to the money making channel, the crypto mindset channel, where we talk all things crypto trading and investing. And we want to teach you how to do things. So smash and cook that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and tell me in the comment section what do you think about this deal. I want to hear. We read each and every one of those. So now that we have this event, we need to understand, okay, and we need to kind of update our beliefs. What might happen? And with that, we need to actually take that into account into the price action chart and make decision on Bitcoin. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to take you to the Bitcoin chart. Look at this. First of all, you can see the first reaction on this news is actually a selling. Okay. Maybe it pumped for a second, but then it started selling. So we can see that the market is, first of all, taking this information and kind of taking profits. So people that bought over here and bought over here and bought over here and all this, they're taking profits right now, and this is very much to be expected. Why? Because this area is kind of the last resistance area before we break to clear sky mode, before we go all Hail Mary in Bitcoin season, pumping from 110 to 150, 200, we don't know. We have this last piece of kind of real estate to pass through in order to get there. Okay, so everyone that bought here are taking profits here because of this news. Why? Because this news is new. People actually that bought earlier were betting on this news to come out. So once this news is out, they start selling, and this is perfectly natural. Even any type of retest to the 100,000 is very natural, and then continue up. And that's my belief. Of course, anything can happen in the markets. We need to always have risk management in mind and to understand that the market is uncertain, and the market can be very much random most of the time unless you have an edge. So that is why we need to always protect your capital first and foremost. So everything I'm saying right now is not financial advice, but it is the way I view things, okay, and how I act with strategies and tactics and so on and so forth. This is what we preach in the crypto mindset channel. We give you the alpha, but we give you that with risk management in mind. So cook that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because we give free alpha. We talked about the Casper trade, we talked about Bitcoin break for the 96 area, we talked about everything views. We actually want to help you. So cook that like button right now, comment in the section below, and of course consider coming next week to our seminar about how to make money in the bull run and membership. Check the link below. So continuing, if this happens, this is very, very natural. Okay, very, very, very natural. Now, what is less natural? Less natural will be anything that goes below $100,000. Why? Because I believe, it's my belief, it's only a belief, that the $100,000 area, all right, should be respected. It wasn't respected in the past. Over here, we went above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, below. I didn't like this action. And due to this action, I knew we should go short all this downtrend. And we went short while all alts were getting smashed and cooked. But, with this change in character, right, with this shakeout in place, with this kind of bull flag, bull pennant breakout, with this flag, breakout as well, we understood over and over again, we were trading to the long side now, that things are shifting. Okay, so what will be natural action? Getting rejected from the 109 and this area, getting rejected is natural, right? This is actually good. Going down to the area of $100,000 as a support area is very, very natural. Okay, going even slightly below it is still natural to retest all this area, but I less like it. All right, I think it will mean that there's less strength in the market. I want to see strength in the market, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see that strength. I want to see that move. I want to see that buying spree, okay? So to make that happen, I believe we need to remain above the $100,000, but we still, this is still natural action. What won't be natural and we start being unnatural and abnormal is going down below this area here. This is unnatural, so I'm going to change the color to reddish, okay? Going below that, this bounce from here? Anything can happen. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you what will happen precisely. I'm just saying what is natural and what is unnatural. As a trader, as a professional investor, it's my job to determine what I believe is natural and is acceptable to me, my edge, my strategy, my risk management, and what is unnatural. What is definitely bad, okay, like really bad, is going all the way back down and below this low. This low is it, okay? If we go below this low, I believe there is above an 80% probability of just continuing down. Of course, I said this many times. Anything can happen. I do not decide what the market will do, and no one can determine with absolute certainty what will happen after something will happen. No one can. No one can, okay? No one can predict anything with absolute certainty and with consistency. It is our job to determine probabilities, ladies and gentlemen, solely probabilities. So I told you what is natural action, I told you what is unnatural action, and what is abnormal. So, but bottom line, with this news in place, all the tariffs, kind of lifted and things look clear, smooth sailing in a sense, I don't believe the confidence is going to go back to the US dollars because think about it. People are looking, big funds, big institutions, endowments, countries, and so on, and big rich people are looking where to put a part of their portfolio in. I think they're taking away from the US dollars and out into other things. I believe that Bitcoin is one of those potential safe havens, and that is the trade, I think. And if you couple that with a potential quantitative easing potentially that will happen in the US and probably in China afterwards, that will give you a big move up. Okay, now again, risk management in mind always, but these are my thoughts about the news that happened and about the potential future of Bitcoin. Once we break above the 110, big probability to go all the way to 150, maybe even 200. I will tell you one thing, the market will always go below the consensus, all right? If the consensus is really high, like last cycle, people thought it's going to go to 100K, but it went shy of 70, or, higher than expected, because in 2017, everyone thought it's going to, you know, top at 10K, but it went all the way to 20K. So one or the other is going to happen. Whether 150 or 200 is it, or whether, I don't know, more than that is yet to be determined. But what you need to take from today's lesson is, okay, first of all, events, always look at them from a mindset of what the market is acting from the event. Not what you think the event is going to happen, what the market reaction to that event is. That's one. Number two, you need to always find the scenarios. Paint, you need to be professional. Think about this not from a bullish or bearish standpoint, but from a scenario building. What is normal action? And what will be abnormal action? And what will certainly be an invalidation point for your thought? That's always important. No one preaches about this but us because we understand the power of risk management in our strategy and the long term consistency of our trading. Cook the like button, smash the bell notification. You don't want to miss any of the trades we put in real time. We put on Casper, we put on Bitcoin, real trades you could have made money on. So push that bell notification. And of course, if you want to make sure that you learn something from us, link in the description, first comment. We're going to have a seminar next week, how to make money in bullish trends. And of course, join our membership because we are consistently delivering for our membership over and over and over trades. You can go check that out in our WAP, link in the description. See you in the next one. Till next one. No edge, no trade. Cheers, everybody.